So in today's woman to woman video, I want to talk about something that is probably going to be a little bit controversial, but a couple of people had written to me for a while now asking me to please hurry up and do this, and it's a subject that's very, very tricky, but I wanted to talk about the word fat. Now, when we say fat, whoever it is we're saying it about or to, it is meant in an offensive way. You never ever say that someone's fat in a complimentary way, and I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing, because obviously, you know, being overweight can come with loads of health problems and things like that, and it's probably not something that anyone wants to be voluntarily, but we use it in a really, really horrible way, and we all do it, and I don't think anyone really means to. It's just the way society's kind of put it into your head that, you know, being fat is bad. Who wants to be fat? Fat, not good. And it's a very, very offensive word that's loaded with meaning, because it's something that I know that if someone ever said that to me, I would be so offended. I would be much more upset if someone said that to me than if someone told me I was stupid, for example. Because with the stupid thing, I could sort of just laugh it off and sort of say, well, I know I'm not stupid, so whatever. But because we're all kind of struggling with our own insecurities, when someone makes a comment like that, it really, really gets to you, and it hurts, and it makes you feel like to me, it just kind of makes me feel like a child again, because I really did struggle when I was little with people kind of making weight-related comments to me, and that's what's kind of stayed with me now and made me a bit messed up about kind of body image and weight and things like that, because I always had these little comments in my head, and there was a lot of the use of the word fat going on, because a lot of my dad's family were very, very overweight, and I used to look at that and know that I didn't want to be that. And then when I got a little bit older and I got a bit chubbier, then they would all comment on my weight, and it just became this kind of vicious cycle of fearing being fat. And it's something that I fear to this day, in that, you know, it affects things like, I know that I 100% want to have children, but I am very scared of being pregnant and gaining that much weight and how I'm going to feel about that. It's something that I do genuinely kind of worry about, because it's something that's become such a huge part of me because of how often it's been used around, and it's something that people kind of use as a descriptive word, I suppose, but we never mean it in a nice way. And it's funny how it's one of the few words I can think of that is just so loaded with harmful meanings, and why we've made it into that, and why we choose to take it like that. Because we could very easily just kind of think of it, like I said about the stupid example, well, I'm not fat, so what? But because I have little inklings in me that think, you know, am I a little bit fat? Am I overweight? Should I be thin? Oh my god, they don't think I'm thin. My mind starts to kind of play tricks on me almost, and I start to kind of really worry about it, and I can't get it out of my mind. And I really, really struggle with just being able to not let it get to me as much, and being able to just ignore the meaning of it and know that people kind of don't mean anything by it, because to me it does mean something. And I think it's just so horrible that we use it kind of almost like a swear word, because it isn't. It's just a descriptive word. It's just like saying someone's blonde, or saying someone's tall, or saying, you know, someone's dark skinned. It isn't offensive, it's just a descriptive word, but we've made it offensive by giving it that much meaning. And it's something that would totally break my heart if anyone said it to me, for various reasons. And it's just a very, very interesting subject, and it's something that I think a lot of us really struggle with, and I'd really love to know your opinions on it, and if you struggled with it as well, that would be really interesting to hear, and kind of what topics and things like that you'd like me to discuss within that perimeter, if that makes sense. So I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and if you want me to do any more of these types of things, then let me know in the comments below, and I'll be sure to. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next woman to woman video.